Yeah, hi everyone. Kevin Hillier and Steve Tom here with our Half-Time Heroes segment that we're running during the WRFL finals. And our half-time hero, what a mountain of a man he is. Shaun Borlase, the 2004 Herb Pascal medalist, two-time Division 1 premiership player. Welcome, mate.
Thanks, Kev. Happy to be here, pal. Beautiful day for it.
Let's go back. 2002 first up was a most controversial grand final.
Yeah, it was in the end. I think we were maybe 12 or 11 goals down at half-time and pretty strong breeze at WRFL that day. We managed to kick, I think, 13 goals in the third quarter, something like that, and then the game really tightened up in the last quarter. And as you know, Adrian Russo got that kick after the siren and put us in front for a victory. So, no, pretty good day actually for us. Disappointing for Parkside, but good for us.
Does it take you back 12 months prior to that? You've come from the elimination final, got through to the grand final against St Albans, who St Albans went on to win it. But was that the platform for the 2002 season?
Yeah, I think it was. You know, that year 2001, we probably weren't expected to get that far, but just under Larry Simmons, you guys know what Larry's about. You know, we worked hard, we trained hard, we did all those things. You know, lucky enough to get through. St Albans were a quality side that year. You know, and then 2002, you know, you put the hard work in it and you get lucky. You know what I mean? And just that day we got lucky and unfortunately Parkside didn't. So the harder you train, the luckier you seem to get. So, you know, Larry Simmons was very good in that area, you know, working as hard on the track, that sort of stuff. So.
You got the best out of the squad, Simo, I mean, but you responded straight away. I mean, Larry's fantastic. He's one of the boys, but he knows where the line is as a coach. Absolutely. But to get the best out, but the squad themselves, he's got through the 2001 to the grand final. 2002, you was an outstanding side all the way through. And as I say, players that have been involved in the 2002, 2004, I think there's up to about 14 of you that played in both.
Yeah, I think that's about right. You know, we were lucky enough, you know, to get some guys back, Adam Taylor's and, you know, Matt Camilleri and guys like that. Disco did come back in 02 as well. You know, quality footballers, great guys and good Hoppers Crossing people. It's good, you know, junior footballers at Hoppers Crossing, good to get them back to the club. So, you know, guys like that they come into the fold, everybody sort of responds a bit.
All right, let's go to 2004, your game. The Basil Borlase game. Were you surprised when your name was read out that you got the Herb Pascal medal?
Absolutely. I don't know if you know the story. My grandfather was sitting with my mum in the grandstand and he was actually wondering what I was doing up there. So, you know, and still to this day he's not too sure and neither am I. But, you know, I just got lucky, I suppose. You know, it's good to play well in a big game, of course. But, you know, there were a host of guys that probably could have got the award that day. But, you know, they shined upon me, which is good for me.
Now, you had a reunion only a couple of weeks back of the 2004 side and played the video, and I think the boys gave you some Bronx cheers in the last quarter when you took your first mark for the day.
Yeah, I think they did. You know, I don't recall playing too much of the game, to be perfectly honest. But just a cold, miserable day down there at WRFL and just another great day for the footy club.
Now, I've been told to ask you about the donut incident.
Oh, yeah.
This could be good. Stick around.
Ray Kitchen and Paul Satterley, you know, they had me on a pretty strict regime in those days, you know, training pretty hard at the gym and with the club. I was at Hogan's Corner getting some smoko one day and the phone call come through, put that donut down, Bazzy, you don't need it. And there happened to be actually, I did find out at the reunion Paul Satterley was in the car park at the time. So, yeah, I got caught out. But...
And look, that reunion and that bond that you have with blokes you played premierships with, it's very special, isn't it?
Well, of course it is. You know, everybody that's been involved in premierships, it doesn't matter if you haven't seen them for 10 years or whatever it might be. You roll straight in and it's like you've seen them a week ago, you know, and you have that bond, you click again. And, you know, there's some guys I saw. I hadn't seen Sats for a while. Warren Valicia's another one, Cooney and Big Jimmy Pulai, guys like that you haven't seen. But as soon as you get around, you have a few beers, the videos on, and we know what it's like. It's just, you know, you just roll straight back into it. So it's great, yeah.
Mate, you're one of the great workhorses of the side, the premiership sides and of Hoppers Crossing. I think that, no disrespect saying that, but fair to say you really work, you bulk your body, you give away inches a lot of time in the ruck or at centre half forward. But then you blend yourself in with the guys like you just touched on, Camilleri and Tails and that just had that, I mean, Tails is a backman, but just Cam up forward, just had that ability to turn a game. It must have been fantastic to be lined up next to these guys.
Oh, you know, I always say that between Adam Taylor and Matt Camilleri, the best guys my best players that have played at Hoppers Crossing. Yeah. You know, David Clonan's not far third. You know, and these guys, the things they used to do on the ground would just inspire other people to get up. You know, and that's what good leaders and that's what good footballers do. You know, it's no coincidence that they were captains of those sides, because they used to do it. They trained hard. You know, we all partied hard, but you know, they do things, and you would just respond as a player. And they wouldn't say, "Jump on me back and come with me." You would just look at what they were doing, and you would just do it. You know, and that's why strong leadership is so important around the football club, and they were certainly very good at that.
Well, look, you're a half-time hero here on the WRFL final series, and deservedly so. You had a terrific career at the Opposite Crossing Football Club. Yeah,
pretty proud of what I've done down there, and you know, coaching down at North Footscray now, me and Matty Walsh, so things are going great down there, and it's just good to be involved. You know, the WRFL's come a long way. It's a good competition to be involved in, so, you know, we'll keep going.